A mother threw her son out of the house. Just think about that for a second. Her own son, out, on the street. Why? Because he dropped out of college. No home, no money, no guarantee of anything. Just an old laptop, and an obsession that nobody around him understood. That boy's net worth today, $2.6 billion. And that same mother, the one who kicked him out, she works in his company today. This is the story of MrBeast, the biggest YouTuber on the planet. 479 million subscribers and counting. A man who didn't just make videos. He studied YouTube like a science, played business like a game, and somewhere along the way, quietly tried to change the world. Today I'm going to tell you everything, every twist, every lesson, every moment that made him who he is. Let's begin. May 7th, 1998. Wichita, Kansas. A completely ordinary child was born into a completely ordinary middle-class family. His name, James Stephen Donaldson. You know him as MrBeast. No rich father, no connections, no silver spoon, nothing. His parents were both in the military, both working 12-hour shifts just to keep the family going. And when Jimmy was just 9 years old, in 2007, they got divorced. The home fell apart. Before he even turned 7, he had already lived in 3 different cities. Think about that. A kid, constantly moving, no stability, no roots. This childhood was not easy, not even close. Jimmy had 2 brothers, CJ and Tucker. CJ is a YouTuber himself today. Goes by Mr. Bro. Eventually, the family settled in Greenville, North Carolina, and this became Jimmy's home. This is where his story really begins. In school, Jimmy was average. Not the topper, not failing, just somewhere in the middle. But there was one thing that made him different from every other kid in that school. He was always thinking, how does this work? Why do some videos go viral and others don't? Why do some people become famous? Most kids his age were thinking about lunch. Jimmy was trying to reverse engineer the internet. But then, life hit him. Jimmy loved sports. Baseball, basketball. He was passionate. He had dreams. And then, at 15, he was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. For those who don't know, it's an autoimmune disease. Severe inflammation in the digestive tract, constant pain, fatigue, strict restrictions on everything you eat and drink. Jimmy himself said on Joe Rogan's podcast, I used to play baseball non-stop, and then I got Crohn's. I lost 50 pounds. I thought, that's it. I'm done with that. Just sit with that for a moment. A 15-year-old kid, lost 50 pounds. Dreams of sports, gone. Just like that. He had no interest in school anymore. He started spending more and more time alone at home. And in that loneliness, he found YouTube. Here's what gets me every single time I think about this. The disease that could have destroyed his life. That same disease showed him the path that would make him the world's biggest creator. Even today, Jimmy fights Crohn's disease every single day. The man who built a $2.6 billion empire is still dealing with a chronic illness. That's what makes this story different from every other success story you've heard. At 11, Jimmy started watching YouTube, gaming videos, commentary channels, and slowly, quietly, a thought started forming in his mind. I can do this too. At 13, February 2012, he created his first channel. The name? MrBeast. 6,000. Why 6,000? Because MrBeast was already taken. The name itself came from his Xbox gamer tag, randomly generated. He just kept it. His first video, Minecraft gameplay. Views? 10 to 20. Subscribers? Not a single one. Just himself. And here's where most people would stop. Get embarrassed. Think, nobody's watching. What's the point? Jimmy didn't think like that. He thought, what am I doing wrong? And how do I fix it? That one question. That's the difference between average and extraordinary. What followed was 4 years of nothing. 4 years. No viral video. No big moment. No money. No signs that any of this was going to work. After school every day, he'd come home, pick up the camera, and record. Weekends were spent editing. All day. Friends? He stopped hanging out. Movies? Stopped watching. Social life? Gone. Just YouTube. His friends would tell him, bro, drop all this. Do something useful. His mother was worried. Relatives laughed. But here's the thing. While everyone around Jimmy saw a kid wasting his time, Jimmy was doing something that almost no other creator does. He wasn't just making videos. He was studying YouTube like a scientist. He watched thousands of videos, not to enjoy them, but to analyze every single one. Which thumbnail makes you click? Which title works? What has to happen in the first 30 seconds? What are people saying in the comments? He kept a notebook, wrote down every observation, noted every pattern. This was obsession. This was madness. But this madness became his greatest weapon. By mid-2016, after 4 years of relentless work, Jimmy had 30,000 subscribers. 30,000. After 4 years. Most people would have quit long before that. He didn't. 2016. Jimmy completed high school. His mother laid down one clear condition. Jimmy, you go to college, you can stay home. You drop out, you're out of the house. Jimmy took admission at Pitt Community College, but instead of attending classes, he'd sit in his car on campus and edit videos. Professors were teaching. Jimmy wasn't listening. His heart was only in one place. 2 weeks later, he dropped out. His mother did exactly what she said she would. She threw him out. Jimmy would write on Twitter later, 3 years ago I dropped out of college and my mom kicked me out because she loved me and wanted my success. And now he was alone. No home, no money, no guarantee, just YouTube. And that obsession. But here's what I want you to understand. Sometimes, when everything falls away, that's exactly when everything can begin. January 2017. Jimmy made a video. The title, I counted to 100,000. He literally sat in front of a camera and counted from 1 to 100,000, 40 plus hours. No sleep. No stopping. Everyone thought, who is going to watch someone counting? That video went viral. Millions of views. Subscribers crossed 1 million within a week. Why did it work? Think about it. People were curious. Is he actually going to do this? Will he finish it? And that right there is the most important lesson in content creation. Curiosity is the biggest hook. If your video doesn't make someone curious in the first 30 seconds, they're gone. This isn't just a YouTube rule. It's a rule for life. Then came more crazy videos. Watching paint dry for 1 hour. I spent 24 hours straight outside, spinning a fidget spinner for 24 hours. Everyone thought it was madness. But this madness was working. And in May 2017, that boy crossed 1 million subscribers. That boy, who had been thrown out of his house, whose friends used to laugh, who spent 4 years in darkness. 1 million people were now following him. When the first big YouTube check came in, what do most people do? New phone, good food, vacation, celebrate, spend. Jimmy did something different. He put every single penny back into his videos. He had a thought. If I keep investing everything back, my videos get bigger. Bigger videos mean more views. More views mean more subscribers. More subscribers mean more money. More money means even bigger videos. A loop, a compounding loop. Just like compound interest in investing, every dollar reinvested creates more. Every check, back into the business. Every video, bigger than the last. Every stunt, more expensive than before. Remember this lesson. The first money is not for spending, it's for growing. MrBeast made a video. Last to leave $800,000 island keeps it. Budget over $800,000 on one video. People were shocked. This is madness. That much money on a single video? That video has been watched over 100 million times, and the revenue from that one video was many times more than what he spent. This is his formula. The bigger the investment, the bigger the return. But, and this is important, this only works when you have a loyal audience first. 2018 to 2019. The giveaway era began. First he gave $1,000 to a stranger, then $10,000, then $100,000, then $1 million. Where did the money come from? Sponsors. Quid, Honey, Express, VPN. These were the early ones. But here's something people miss. MrBeast only worked with brands he actually trusted, because he had understood something most creators never do. The audience's trust is the biggest asset you have. Money comes and goes, but once trust is broken, it never fully comes back. That's not just a YouTube lesson. That's a life lesson. That's a business lesson. 2020 COVID year, the whole world stopped. For MrBeast, it was an opportunity. He launched MrBeast Burger. No physical restaurant, no building, just a deal with existing restaurants. They'd make the food, sell it through DoorDash and Uber Eats. Launch day, available at over 300 locations. No advertising campaign, just one YouTube video. First week, 1 million burgers sold. One video, 1 million burgers in a week. That's what a real audience can do for a business. January 2022, Feastables, his own chocolate brand. Available in Walmart from day one. Thousands of stores across America. How? Because Walmart knew MrBeast's name on a product means it will sell, and it did. In 2024, Feastables did $250 million in sales. A chocolate brand became bigger than the YouTube channel that started everything. September 2024, he launched Lunchly, together with Logan Paul and KS1, a grab-and-go lunch kit, available in Walmart, Target, Kroger from day one. But controversy came too. A YouTuber showed mold on the packaging. FDA complaints followed, and this was a real lesson. Creator influence can take something to the top just as fast as it can bring it down. Quality must always come first. Always. There's a full holding company now, Beast Industries. In 2024, UAE investment firm Alpha Wave invested $300 million. Beast Industries valuation, $5 billion. In January 2026, crypto company Bitmine invested another $200 million. The 2024 revenue breakdown, YouTube and production, $226 million. Feastables, $215 million. MrBeast Lab, $65 million. Lunchly, $5 million. Total, $473 million. And the targets? 2026, $1.6 billion. 2029, $4.78 billion. Jimmy himself owns a little over half of the company. Hints of an IPO are already being given. But for Jimmy, making money was never enough. He wanted to actually change things. 2019, Team Trees. Together with Mark Rober, they raised $24 million and planted 20 million trees. 2021, Team Seas raised $30 million, removed 30 million pounds of trash from the ocean. August 2025, Team Water, the biggest one yet. $40 million raised. Clean water for 2 million people for decades. 10,000 plus creators, 144 countries. And the Beast Philanthropy Channel built over 100 wells in Africa. Eye surgeries for 1,000 people who had lost their sight. Restored hearing for 1,000 people. Helped 2,000 people walk again. Built and donated 100 homes. Every single dollar earned by the Beast Philanthropy Channel goes to charity. Every single dollar. He built a system where doing good actually generates more money to do even more good. That's not just smart. That's genius. March 2024. MrBeast announced a deal with Amazon MGM Studios. December 19th, 2024. Beast Games Season 1 released on Prime Video. 1,000 players. 44 Guinness World Records. The world's biggest reality show. The prize was originally $5 million, but in the finale, a coin toss doubled it to $10 million. The winner, Jeffrey Randall Allen, player 831. $10 million, the biggest prize in game show history. And Jeff, he put that money toward research for his son's rare brain disease. Season 1 finale, February 13th, 2025. Prime Video's most watched unscripted show ever. Season 2, January 7th, 2026. 200 contestants. Strong vs. Smart theme. Finale, February 25th, 2026. Winner, Tyler Lucas. Player 167, a U.S. Air Force pilot. Won $5.1 million. Season 3 and Season 4. Amazon has already given the green light, but controversy came with the success too. In September 2024, contestants filed a class action lawsuit. Unsafe conditions. Sexual harassment allegations. A third-party investigation found the allegations to be baseless, and in April 2026, a former employee filed a federal lawsuit for sexual harassment and wrongful termination. Beast Industries denied it. I'm telling you this because it's part of the real story. Every person who builds a big empire faces big challenges too. That's just the truth. Jimmy is an introvert. He admits it, he says. So much time goes into YouTube that there's simply no time for a normal social life. But in 2022, on a trip to South Africa, at a mutual friend's dinner, he met Thea Boyson, Thea, a South African YouTuber, author, Twitch streamer, master's degree in human cognitive neuropsychology from the University of Edinburgh. She told him, "Wait for my graduation first, then propose." Jimmy agreed and waited. December 25th, 2024, Christmas Day, in front of both families. He distracted her with the sound of a big box opening, then pulled out the small box, got down on one knee, January 1st, 2025. 25. Announcement on social media. Your boy did a thing. There's one more thing I want to tell you. Something most people don't know. In 2023, the OceanGate submarine Titan went to see the Titanic and sank. 5 people died. Jimmy revealed he had also been invited on that trip. He said no. Life is fragile, and sometimes just saying no to one thing changes everything. That same guy, the one his mother threw out of the house, that dropout who lasted 2 weeks in college, he taught a class at Harvard Business School. Jimmy wrote on Instagram, taught a class at Harvard. This is funny because I only went to college for 2 weeks. The people who used to laugh today look up to him. According to Fortune magazine, Jimmy's net worth is $2.6 billion in 2026. But Jimmy himself says, there's less than $1 million in my bank account because everything goes back into the business. Every dollar. He is technically one of the world's billionaires, who is technically also broke. That's his genius. Now, 7 lessons from MrBeast's life. Real ones. Lesson 1. Consistency beats talent. For 4 years, nobody watched. No views, no money, but he didn't stop. There are 1,000 talented people out there. Consistent ones, very few. Lesson 2. Understand the system. Don't just work. He solved YouTube like a puzzle. Whatever you do, first understand how it actually works. Working blindly gives you exhaustion. Working with understanding gives you results. Lesson 3. Reinvest. The first money is not for spending. It's for growing. This is true in every field, not just YouTube. Lesson 4. Audience first, product later. Give value first, then monetize. Any business can survive with a truly loyal audience. Lesson 5. Dream big, take big risks. If your goal is small, the result will also be small. MrBeast put $800,000 into one video. There was fear. He did it anyway. Lesson 6. Keep the right people around you. No empire is built alone. The team matters more than most people realize. Lesson 7. Don't be afraid of mistakes. MrBeast made public mistakes, big ones, but he didn't stop. He learned and moved forward. MrBeast started from zero. His mother threw him out. College lasted 2 weeks. He was fighting Crohn's disease every single day for 4 years. Nobody watched, and still, he didn't stop. Today, 479 million subscribers, $2.6 billion net worth, $473 million in annual revenue. Beast Industries valued at $5 billion, and he is still just 27 years old. So the real question is not how MrBeast did all of this. The real question is, what are you doing? You also have 24 hours. You also have a phone. You also have the internet. The only difference, obsession. Do you have that? If this video gave you something, like it. Tell me in the comments. What hit you the most from MrBeast's story? And for more stories like this, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.